good, whatever time of the day it is you are listening. This is the P&A Podcast Express. Quick trip. It's got to be, what, the 22nd, 23rd, 28th, 40th quick trip?
I don't know, but right now is when you're listening.
Fast and Furious.
Right now.
He's Adam Filkins. I'm Phil Nickel. You can email us at pnapodcastexpress@gmail.com or pineapple-nipple-arsehole@gmail.com. That's all one word, pineapple, followed by nipple, followed by arsehole, ARSEHOLE.
Yes, we stuck with Gmail, even though they wouldn't let us have asshole.
Anywho, not to be confused with the P&A Podcast.
Yes. Or the something in athleticism, whatever the lame ass thing we played last episode. I'm not playing that anymore.
No, that was lame.
We're not even going to check and see if it's any
terrible.
good.
I had nightmares about it.
Yeah.
So the other day, I thought I was having a real attractive crotch day, but it turned out I was walking around with my zipper down for half the day because people kept staring, and I'm like, my eyes are up here.
Maybe that was more attractive.
And I said, I know my junk's looking good today, but my zipper was down. Oopsie.
So I have a question.
Go on.
In synchronized swimming, who leads?
Tell me more. It's a great question.
I mean, seriously. I mean, you're all supposed to be doing the same thing at once, but who's leading? Somebody's
very much
the leader.
Maximum overdrive. Who made who?
Can you have a captain of a synchronized swimming team?
Yeah, that would be. Wow, that would be terrible. Like, I'm the captain of our synchronized swimming team.
Yes, I get to wear the orange cap.
That denotes that I am the captain, and they have to synchronously follow me.
I am able to, by becoming captain of the synchronized swimming team, I'm also the water boy for the water polo team.
It's double duty.
Yeah, it's great.
Although the water polo team, I think they make fun of me sometimes.
Every now and then, it's like they don't even go for the goal. They just throw the ball at my head.
They said that I was supposed to put a potato in my Speedo to impress the ladies, but then I got a note afterwards that said the potato was supposed to go in the front.
Oh, boy. But seriously, who the hell leads a synchronized swimming team? If you're supposed to be truly synchronized, there should be no leader.
It's in the hands of God now.
Yes, you have to turn it over to the Almighty God.
We're on a mission from God.
Yes. The Lord, thank God.
1.5 packs of smokes.
Have you ever seen Year One?
And we're wearing sunglasses at night.
Have you ever seen the movie Year One?
No.
Hank Azaria in that is absolutely phenomenal.
I love Hank Azaria. He's one of my favorites. Jim Brockmeyer here.
It's one of the best lines ever because he's playing Abraham and he's going to sacrifice his son. Jack Black and his buddy come up and they're like, "Hey, what are you doing?" He's like, "Nothing. We're playing a game. It's called Bernie Bernie Cut Cut."
Bernie Bernie Cut Cut. In his Hank Azaria voice, Bernie Bernie Cut Cut.
Yeah, and Bernie Bernie Cut Cut.
Hank Azaria does like 23 different characters on The Simpsons.
Yeah. That was terrible.
I kind of faded out. I had a vocal fry there in the middle. I get it. I sound like some local radio personalities.
Except with double the win.
Double the pleasure, double your fun. Double the wind.
I remember when Ben Franklin wrote that piece. You got to keep up, people. You got to listen to the last episode to know what's going on this episode.
I was knee-high to a grasshopper.
Grasshoppers then were huge.
I made it alive.
Those things were everywhere.
Local delicacy was grasshopper legs.
That's why they call them the cicada of the yesteryear. What's up with those, too? Have you heard any yet?
Cicada.
I haven't heard any. I heard all of this BS that my eardrums are going to explode.
They're not prevalent in Michigan. They're not prevalent in Michigan. It freezes too hard here.
Oh,
when I lived in Philadelphia, though, one of the summers was a cicada summer, and it was nuts. You'd walk outside and everything just pulsated.
I mean, I have heard them here in Michigan before, but I chose not to really listen to what they were saying.
It'll drive you mad. Mental health will drive you mad. Bang your head.
Most surveys show the podcast is better when we don't sing.
Don't do that. Who sings that song? Let's keep it that way.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm
just trying to make you feel worse about yourself.
It's impossible. Me fail English? Impossible.
Impossible meat.
Impossible meat. Who should we give a shout out to this one? Katie McConaughey listening up there in Alaska. Her wedding's coming very soon, right around the corner. That's awesome.
Another one off the market. We were singing again.
Wait, that's not singing.
That was beatboxing and humming, I think. Oh, we were in sync there for a minute. Not the band, but...
in sync. I prefer 98 degrees.
It's been that the last week.
Yeah, it's true.
That was crazy shit.
Crazy stuff.
Yep.
Go crazy, bitch.
My shirt showed everybody where I sweat.
I was pitting out.
Luckily, I'm getting old enough. My sweat glands don't work no more. I just overheat and die.
They just kick out dust. Like if you live on a back road and you turn your defrosters on high for the first time for the season, and your 74 Nova just kicks out dust.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see, what had happened was...
Wish I had a 74 Nova.
Me too. Actually, I want a 72. That's my dad's year that he had a 72. I wish I had lots of things. I wish I was the full moon shining off a Camaro's hood. But, you know.
Do you wish you were a little bit taller? You wish you were a baller?
I wish
you had a girl that admit you would call her?
That looked good, I would call her. That's
Yeah. Look good.
I wish I was an alien at home behind the sun. Just from wish list from Pearl Jam. So's that line, I wish I was a full moon shining off a Camaro's hood.
So, flat earthers.
Flat earthers from around the globe are saying...
From around the world, flat earthers.
Flat earthers circumvented the globe to make it to this conference.
Flat earthers from all corners of the globe.
We mentioned flat earthers a lot. It was pretty money when I talked about how I bet you that podcast talked about they were flat earthers.
And then they came up with flat earthers.
And then they mentioned flat earthers.
Yeah.
That did not.
No, we did not listen to that prior.
Yeah.
I had about 30 seconds of that podcast. And my kids showed it to me, and I'm like, is it any good? They're like, no, it's not.
Oh, it's stupendous. We quadrupled their listenership, by the way.
Took them from 5 to 17. Thank you. That is the power. That is the P&A bump.
That's right, baby.
But not the P&A.
Things are literally happening. Last Tuesday's episode had a trajectory of listenership that we've never seen before.
I'd like to remind people that we are still...
And we're on iTunes, we're on Google, we're on Spotify, we're on our website, we're at MichiganMIOnDemand.com.
We are charting like mofos.
Still in Israel.
Still in Israel. We're how many weeks in the charts in Israel?
Dude, Casey Kasem would be proud. Why have I got to come out with a fucking happy song with a long-distance dedication about a dead fucking dog? Sorry, one of my favorite raps from Casey Kasem.
So we're still ranked like 282 in the U.S., and we are number 80 in Israel. That's right awesome. Now. Out of 11,707 podcasts as of December 2020. Man, there's probably more now. There's probably at least 712.
We have more Jewish listeners than the Jews that have been killed by farts.
Yes. Which was another unfortunate way.
By the way, listener, first-time caller, long-time listener, first-time caller, we've been getting messages from some of our constituosos, and we did ask, I forget what his name is, Joshua, if he was a Packers fan. He is a Packers fan. So
there's so many places we could go with that, but
what exactly are you packing?
Yeah. Yeah. How is your
flavor?
Why does your Aaron Rodgers blow-up doll have all those patches around the mouth? It doesn't even have a ball anymore.
It is more than hanging right out.
Looks like somebody cut it in half with scissors.
Aaron Rodgers.
I thought Aaron Rodgers was going to retire, and boom, he's right back in there.
Just when you think you're out, boom, they pull you back in.
I want the discount double check blow up doll.
Discount double check.
Where's the belt?
The belt symbol. Maybe the wrestler from the southern states back in the 80s, rolling around with Jerry the King Baller.
I never thought that wrestling was real until Aaron Rodgers lended his credibility to it.
Now it's real to me.
It's real to me, damn it.
But anywho, what else? Anything grinding your gears over there, Adam Filkins? Drunken Phil had a bunch of gear grinds in the last episode.
Everything.
All right, go on. Tell me more.
This is odd. Mm-hmm. It was like Wild Kingdom on my way to work this morning.
Holy balls, go on.
I walk out of the house. There's raccoons on the porch, of course.
Raccoons.
And they wanted treats. I obliged. It was a nice greeting, leaving the house.
Yeah.
And so I leave the house, and French Line Road is all tore up. It's basically gravel right now. Can't go across it. Pissed off, so I got to go down to Marlette Road, Martucky Drive.
Martucky.
And
getting lucky in Martucky.
I get like a mile down Marlette Road, and a deer goes running across the road quite a ways in front of me. And then a teeny tiny little wobbly fawn behind it.
Wobbly bobbly.
So then I get up a little farther down Marlette Road, and there's a damn fox running across the road.
Boy, you were like...
And then I was able to see a bald eagle scavenging something in the field.
You're like Crocodile Dundee this morning.
Hell, it was crazy.
Crikey.
I was ready to...
call that a knife?
I was ready to go on safari.
I need to go on holiday.
It was crazy.
On holiday.
Oh, and there was a woodchuck. But I see those.
Fucking woodchucks are everywhere. They're ubiquitous.
Yeah. So raccoon, deer with a fawn, fox, bald eagle, woodchuck randomly along the way. What a crazy ass! I feel like I was being attacked by Mother Nature. Like it was a sign that you're seeing all these things because now something's going to jump out in front of you and kill you.
No. Final Destination shit.
I thought there might be a rhinoceros.
Rhinoceros. Great song by Smashing Pumpkins. Also, rhinoceri kill lots of people every year.
Yes. They're horny.
They are horny.
They're horn up there on their nose.
Yes.
So, yeah, that was kind of weird. That didn't really grind my gears, but...
Not really grinding your gears?
No, but the synchronized swimming thing really grinds my gears, though.
It does. It really does. Sorry, I had to hear some Wheeler Walker Jr. He's one of my favorites.
He's not nearly as good as Steel Panther.
Look, man, that's just like your opinion.
Which is a lot of times fact. It's my opinion based on a lot of fact.
What? How can you say that? Wheeler Walker Jr. He's an institution. He's country music artist. He's the best country music artist currently producing music. Which is like being, the fattest kid at weight loss camp, but...
Now you're the best buffet eater I've seen.
You eat a buffet with the best of them.
Why, when he plays 3 chords, he plays all 3 of them.
That's right.
Oh, boy.
All right, enough of that.
So,
I want to make that tone. Oh, my God. So, anyway, we got something coming up here. What? Tuscola-palooza.
Tuscola-palooza. It is August 7th. That is a Saturday. Go to tuscolapalooza.com, get your tickets. We will be there with Shenanigans, and
that's the name of our 2-piece band we formed. Shenanigans. Yes.
I play the jug. Phil plays the string on stick.
Yes, and I'm mediocre at best.
Yes,
we play all the hits.
Mediocre at best. I got a song for you here.
All right. I'm listening.
This one's pretty classic.
Then she whooped out a bitch that was bigger than mine.
You gotta listen to the hook here.
All right. The property.
That's a classic. So these guys are actually all Berkeley music graduates.
Yeah.
And they're phenomenal musicians, and they're hilarious. So, Steel Panther, when you're not on the podcast...
You should never take yourself too seriously is the moral of the story. And yes, if Steel Panther, if you ever on the podcast...
You're on.
You have a seat at any time. As a matter of fact, like we talk about our plea to Bob Seger on the Saturday Night School of Rock.
Yeah, we're a little more low than that. So.
We won't even talk if you guys want to just... It could be your entire episode. We'll just produce the shit.
Yeah. Yep. You guys just come on. Bring Steve Gutenberg.
Please.
Really upset that none of you slackies have thrown $5 out there on a GoFundMe to start to get Steve Gutenberg here for my friend Phil.
I'm very upset by this.
I have no horse in this because I just don't.
So this morning I went to get up for work and I couldn't get up because I was just so depressed about the Steve Gutenberg thing. So I ended up being 2.5 hours late for work this morning. But nobody noticed, so is it really being late?
No.
And so it's all because of the Steve Gutenberg thing. It's really wearing on me. Like, I have dreams about this. Like, why... I thought we was friends, everybody, our listeners out there. I really did, but the Steve Gutenberg thing's got me all twisted, and I was looking for help. I really put myself out there, and I extended an olive branch to say that I know exactly what I need right now in life. I'm having a rough go of it. I really am. Things are tough. And I just want to spend a day with Steve Gutenberg so he could be my best friend. Just for a day.
His best friend.
He's my best friend. And I really expect that our listeners, because we actually have some listeners now, is what I'm seeing, to help out and just to step up. And it's kind of like my make-a-wish to get me out of my depression. And instead, here we are. I'm still doing podcasts and still Gutenberg-less. And I don't want to live many more days being Gutenberg-less. It's an affliction, and it's something that needs to be ratified and cured. The ratification of me hanging out with Steve Gutenberg for a day. And I think, confoundedly, if that were to happen, theoretically, it could be probably one of the greatest days of my life. I mean, obviously, my children being born are two of the greatest days of my life. But Gutenberg Day would probably be right up there.
Gutenberg Day would be huge.
Gutenberg Day would really...
Like the sheriff? Don't be funny. This is police business. Don't taunt.
So, I mean, I could really hang my hat on it. I think that would really get me through the next couple of years, is my day with Gutenberg. We could document it. I have a video camera. We could send snippets. I would gladly have Steve Gutenberg... some of you listeners, if you contribute, maybe your outgoing message for your voicemail, we'd have it recorded by Steve Gutenberg for you, just as a nice little give back, just a little something, so I'm not coming to you, assed out with my pockets empty, thinking that you're just going to give me a handout. We'll give you something. We'll give back a little bit. I mean, Gutenberg really belongs to all of us, I feel like, Adam. Do you think that's the case?
I do. I mean, he's an institution.
Yes.
I believe that everybody has a little bit of Gutenberg in them, especially probably a lot of women from the 80s.
Especially that lady in the hotel room?
Yes.
Saying Gutenberg was her pole?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, man. And now she's trying to hit us up to pay for the hotel. It's like, hey, you got Gutenberg all over the sheets, not us.
Exactly.
Anyway.
I'm trying to pull something up here and it's not doing well.
It's not working. It's not working.
It's not going well at all.
It's not going well. I don't understand. asked if she was a police officer, and she said no. And then she arrested me for solicitation.
Wait, what just happened?
I thought she was going to pay me.
What just happening? Stuff is happening and things are going on.
You'll have that on these big jobs. What's going on? What are you, 4-on-1s now? What's going on? You know, that's got to be one of the most popular worst songs of the 90s.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Terrible.
It's just, it's not good.
What do you think, Chuck? Terrible. Terrible.
Terrible.
All I can say is that it's terrible.
It's horrible.
Deplorable.
What do you think?
Terrible.
What do you think, Shaq? Are you shacking a fool over there?
Yeah, I am. I can do a good job.
I love the meme of Shaq. It just says, ever since the B-52s, I can no longer sign my emails, love Shaq.
That one commercial where the Papa John's commercial where he comes in like the wig and he's like, you know, oh, it's me. Yeah, we know.
We know.
You're 7'2" and had to walk sideways through the door. I think we know who you are.
Shaq and a fool. You know, Shaquille O'Neal was a gift from the heavens, I feel like.
He's pretty solid. He's funny.
I think the personalities of Sir Charles Barkley and Shaq on TNT's basketball program is fantastic. It's a fantastic dynamic. Maybe about as good as our podcast, but not quite, I don't think. No, I mean, Adam carries the show. I'm just here.
I might carry it, but you fill the bucket with lots of stuff.
Yes. It's the fill bucket. It's the daily fill. It's the filler up. Don't fake the funk on a nasty dunk. I said that line so many times back in the 90s.
Congratulations, your 4th World Championship ring, man. How does it feel to be called an NBA champion again?
Say that again.
NBA champion?
No, the other one.
The 4th?
Yeah, say that one more time.
4-time world champion.
That sounds nice.
I'm
lucky. I'm happy. And, you know,
Yeah, he's pretty good. I like Shaq.
Shaquille O'Neal.
Shaq, let's just say that a snake bit your mom right up here, right in the chest area. Would you be willing to suck the venom out to win the title?
no, I will with your wife.
Whoa, no, you didn't. No, you didn't, Shaq. I think Shaq did.
Oh, he shacked in a fool.
Shaq in a fool.
Shaq the fool. Oh, shit.
Oh, you not?
Remember when he did Shazam?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He was great grown-ups.
Oh, yeah, he was.
Remember when he played the Playhouse in the yard?
Yes.
He's a large man.
He's a large man. This is Michael Winslow, who is also in Police Academy. He's doing all these sound effects.
Away from the vehicle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I would try to get Steve Gutenberg to let me call Michael Winslow so I can talk to him. Because they gotta be BFFs still, right?
Oh, God, yeah.
I mean, they made 17 Police Academy movies.
How could you know him and not just have a voicemail message that was filled with just nothing but that?
I know, right? It's wild. It's wacky.
And wild and crazy stuff. You know, You know who else we need on the show?
Who's that?
We need Jeff Goldblum. We do need him.
I think that would be great. I think Jeff Goldblum would be perfect. He would be a great guest. He would be very, very good. I think that would be stupendous.
He would be a great guest, and you could get a room from him, and you could go to rent.com, or you could go buy a house, or you could buy a house when you could rent a house. That's what I'm saying.
It's fantastic. That would increase our listenership in Israel again.
Yes. Although, you never see him and Howie Mandel in the same space. I think they're the same person. Howie Mandel is just he's the Jeff Goldblum on downers.
Kind of. And as a germaphobe.
Yes. Oh, I can't picture Jeff Goldblum as a germaphobe.
I'm not going to touch it. You see, I don't touch. The things that I touch you don't touch me. I'm Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah, I'm Jeff Goldblum. touch you. Yes, I will.
When the time's right, I'll touch you. Yes, I will. Yes, I will.
Yes, I will. Oh, Mr. T on a commercial.
I'll tell you the fool.
It's a lot of gold. He has not aged a day, has he?
No.
Holy shit.
It's good to see he's still getting work. For 8 rounds.
Yeah, but it's a rent-to-own place.
Place in the world, though. The rent-to-own places, I mean.
Yeah. Mostly in strip malls.
Run by strippers. Oh, man. My friend's a dick, and here's why. Whenever we'd go to the strip club, one of the ladies would come over and be like, do you want to dance? And he'd always point up the stage and be like, up there? I'm off duty, honey.
So we were in Washington, D.C. I may have told this story before. I don't think so. We were in Washington, D.C. and we were there with some business partners from Poland.
Oh, the Poles.
And the one mentioned that, single guy, he's like 40 years old. And he mentioned, we're like, so what do you guys want to do tonight? He goes, every country I go to, I like to go to a strip bar.
Fuck yeah.
And we're like, all right, so we go to this first bar, we start getting pretty lit, and we're like, all right, we're drunk enough that we can go afford to go to a strip bar. So we had just signed a pretty large deal, and we were pretty excited about it. So we go to this first strip bar, and we hadn't even made it inside. And there's a limo that pulls up, and they're like, want us to take you to a real strip bar? We're like,
yes, 1,000 times yes, das.
So, our Polish counterparts are like, will they kill us? We're like, no. Okay, let's go.
Because in my country, they kill us.
Yeah. So we hop in this limo. They take us to the strip bar. We don't know where we're at in D.C. And couldn't even really tell you how to get back to our hotel. I remember the name of it because it wasn't like we were staying in an old style hotel.
We were staying at the Grand Funk Railroad.
Yeah. It was not like a new hotel. Like the rooms were really small. It was like a vintage hotel.
Dude, there's a great one in Milwaukee called the Pfister that's like that. It's old, it's beautiful. It's called the Pfister, I know. I had a hard time not snickering when I said that name too. But I stayed there with my ex-girlfriend. That's the one. Their pool's on the 15th floor, overlooking with windows overlooking downtown Milwaukee.
Oh, jeez.
And I broke into the pool with my girlfriend, and I banged her out against the windows overlooking the city.
Nice.
And the next morning we're going to leave, and one of the security guards pulls me aside, and he's like, we got all kinds of cameras in the pool area. I'm like, yeah. And he looked at me and just said, nice. We enjoyed that footage. She was hot, too. I mean, it wasn't me they were looking at. She was a smoke show.
Nice.
I outkicked my coverage severely when I dated her. But she wasn't very intelligent. Beautiful. Nice person. Just couldn't have a conversation with her. Like, it's not just built for sex, too. Holy Christ. But anyway, I dated her for a year, and she's the one that she said, we have to talk. And then she said, I think we should break up. And I said, cool. And I walked away, and that fucked with her head, because every boyfriend she'd ever had before, like, just pined for her and would still call her. And, well, can we get back together? And I said, cool. And she lost her shit. She's like, what did you just say to me? I'm like, I just said cool. Like, I was agreeing with you. What?
Oh, boy. You're such an ass. So anyways, we go to this really, really nice. I mean, we went to sit in one seat, and we were told that we couldn't sit there, and there ended up being some senator sitting there. Like, there's Secret Service type guys.
Of course.
So we sit back at this other table that wasn't right up against the stage, and we're sitting there, and my brother decides that he's got to go up and flash money around and get a couple girls to come over and hang out with our Polish friends. So,
hey, ladies, we got some big poles over here for you to hang out with.
Yeah. So you think that you can dance on that pole? Come on over and see what we got.
Come dance on this pole over here.
So they come over and they're talking to their Polish friends and stuff. And one's like, she's sitting to my left, and then there's a Polish guy sitting to her left. And all I can do is, I'm so drunk. I'm so drunk.
I'm so fucking hammered.
All I can do is say, yeah, they told us this place is classy. It's nice that you can dance naked in a classy joint. Like, over and over. Like, I just kept...
I'll allow it.
Yeah, that's it's really because she'd been up on stage like a few minutes before, and I mean, she was cold when she came to set with us, but I just like, yeah, it's really nice that you can dance naked in a class place. This is so much nicer than probably most places you could be dancing.
We're putting the ass in class.
And it's not, I mean, I've been to like 2 other strip bars my whole life.
Right.
Yeah, up to that point. So it's like, I really didn't know the difference because I wasn't sober in any of them.
They were just all generic to you at that point.
But it was really nice for her that she could dance in a classy place.
I'm glad to see you're not dancing in the strip mall anymore.
Looking back on it, because I wasn't so drunk at that point that night that I didn't remember things. Like, I remember all of that. And I remember thinking the next day, I'm like, man, what a dick.
Didn't I see you dancing in that strip club that's between a toy store and a Cold Stone Creamery?
So, prior to that, I was in a strip club with my band because the other guitar player in my band at the time was getting married.
Of course.
And so we went to...
which that idiot left the one that she was perfect from all accounts that I've heard.
Yep. And he left a Barbie doll, basically.
With money, that was a lawyer.
With money,
yeah.
And,
they wanted to take care of him, make him a kept man.
Exactly.
Sugar him out of a smoke show.
Exactly.
And he said, no, man, it's too good to be true. Oh, man, she's dressed like a jelly donut.
This other girl makes me sandwiches. It's like, you make your own fucking sandwiches.
You can go to Subway, bitch.
Yeah, I was just going to say, and then they open Subways everywhere, and now you're all set.
Bitch, you get your first ticket 20, you go down to Subway.
Exactly. I'll give you a 20 at her own free will. But yeah, that
She
time,
made
and
me
then
sandwiches.
another time, there was. It wasn't. It might have been Teasers over in Flint, but I had a band that played at Teasers Rock and Roll Show Bar, which was hard to tell to play it because you basically you were up on stage playing, and on each corner of the stage there is a cage with a scantily clad woman in it dancing. And so that made it tough, but they didn't talk to us, so it was. After a while, you realize that you had no shot and it wasn't distracting anymore.
It's hard to fret about your fret work when those ladies are dancing beside you.
Yeah, that was a unique experience, though.
I would have encouraged every musician out there to play in a strip club at some point.
Yeah. And that was a rock and roll show bar.
That's right, rock and roll show bar.
Teasers Rock and Roll Show Bar.
We've got the coldest, cheapest beer in the town and the largest tits.
Nobody beats Teasers.
Nobody beats Teasers.
That made me want to open a bar in Flint called Nobody's.
Yeah.
Because I'm that kind of dick.
Nobody's.
Yep.
So, let's see. I don't know. Apparently, we'll have to take a listen to the episode we recorded earlier because somebody said it's broken up like static. Cookie said that.
Cookie got cheap internet.
You got the cheap damn internet.
You got that Kmart internet still?
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, she got it well.
I hope it's not all broken up. That was quality stuff. But we are 34 minutes into this one.
Money in a fucking bank for safekeeping things federally insured and whatnot and all this other bullshit. Have you ever seen a bank lobby that's just an absolute dumb? But they're all really nice and
Wow, that's weird.
Where's the money coming from? No, the employees are not.
We might have to take that one down and upload a new one.
If you work your way up. But like the people
I hope
over
this
the
one's not doing it.
Well, we'll have to wait and see.
Oh well, we'll figure it out. Oh, I've got the auto ducking turned on. I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, that's not good.
No, that sucks.
That kind of bums me out because that was a good episode.
It was. I don't know if I can remaster it or not.
Digitally remastered. Hopefully this one's not breaking up. I wonder what would cause that.
I don't know.
Is it your ducking or your fucking or I don't know.
I don't know what auto ducking is.
We should get out of here.
We should.
Anyway, we've already beat enough dead horses, and hopefully our audio is good. I don't know.
Yeah, if it's not.
He's Adam Filkins. I'm Phil Mickle. This is the PNA Podcast Express. Email us at pineapplenipplearsehole@gmail.com or PNA Podcast Express at gmail.com. Make good choices.